Hi ladies, this is Diane Tuggle from the Happy Scrapbooker, and I'm here today to make a military card with you. So the card would be good for military spouses or enlisted people, veterans. You could take them to the veterans home, hand them out, a little note like "Have a good day" on the inside. My husband is a veteran and we go to the Veterans Hospital a lot, and you see some very sad situations there, and it would be really nice just to make some and walk around and hand them to them. So we're going to be using some old and new products. So the products that we'll be using, the paper is pecan pie, and this is the new two-tone cardstock. It's 12 by 12, so two-tone. It has a white core, and if you see it, there's two tones of the pecan. Maybe you can't see it too well in this camera, but it is two tones. And like I said, it has a white core. So on this one, I actually sanded it to bring out the white core in that one. And we'll be using this ribbon called linen ribbon, white linen ribbon. It is, when you cut it, it frays, and I wanted it to be a frayed look on this card. We'll be using real red cardstock, white cardstock, Secret Sea, which is a new color, and I have some gold metallic stars right here too, just cut from scraps. The dies that we're using, they come from the Stylish Shapes, and we'll be using the second to the smallest square, the large banner, and the skinny long banner, and I think it's the third smallest circle. But I'll have the measurements for everything for you there. Now the stars, they come from the dies in Impressions of Bloom. It's a cluster of 3 flowers. You get 2 of those dies, so you can cut 6 at a time. And okay, we'll put those up. We're also using Forever Plaid embossing folder, and that's for our background. Can you see it's a 3D embossing folder. And we are also using the small corrugated embossing folder, and that's to make the flag with the stripes. And the words that we're going to use today are happy birthday and to someone we're celebrating every single day from the Right Words stamp set. And we're going to be using Secret Sea ink and the Real Red ink. So I'm going to show you what I did with the Real Red ink. I opened up the ink pad, just pretend this is open, opened up the embossing folder, and on the side with the front, I just tapped the folder. And then I have a piece of 3x4 white cardstock in there, and I'm just going to rinse that off in the sink. It'll come perfectly clean. And now I have my flag stripes. So we're going to go ahead and assemble this. Move that out the way. So to get this background to show the white core, you can use an emery file, or fingernail file. I have a small piece of sandpaper here that I like using because I like the texture of it. So you're just gonna, you can get really rough with it if you want a really distressed look. I just want my lines to show in there from the embossing folder. So that's all there is to that. It just makes it real simple. So let me get my card base. go put it in myself. I don't know what I did with it, but this will work. So normally I score my card base, but I had one, don't know where it went, so we're just gonna fold it over and reinforce that fold. So while we have this out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside. And the inside, it's going to be a birthday card this time. It says, to someone worth celebrating every single day. So I'm just going to tap that in there. And that's it. And then I have a happy birthday. And I'm going to tap that right in the middle. Oh, that came out perfectly. So I'll put those ink pads away before I get ink on my fingers. I'm going to look at my fingers. But it's dry. It's not going to come off. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our front on the card base. And I am going to use wet glue. There goes the top to my glue. Because of all the ridges and stuff from the 3D embossing folder, I want it to stick well. So we'll just line it up. There's no border. It fits the card front all the way across. So there's our, and then we'll start to assemble our flag. I'm going to put this little square, it has stitching around it from the dies. I am going to put it up here in this top corner. And let that set up. I'm going to work on my banner here. So I'm going to cut this skinny banner in half. And I'm going to put some glue, let me get this up here, on the back of this. And glue these so they look like they're going all the way across, but it's not. So I'll have it sticking out. Oh, put the wrong side up, but that doesn't matter because there we go. Make sure the right side is facing the right way. Okay. Then we're going to stick our circle on there. And the circle is not in the center, it's over to the end. So I'm going to put some glue right in here. And it's not all the way to the end, but it's not in the center. Set that right there. Out the way. And now we're going to go ahead and glue our flag at an angle onto the front of the card. So this is embossed, so it's like corrugated. So I want it to stick well. That's why I'm using the wet glue. And we're going to stick it like that and give it a press. And we'll go ahead and put our white stars on there. So you can see on this one, I didn't line them up. But on this one, I did line the stars up, and I like it better lined up. So we will just put some dots of glue in the 4 corners. One in the middle, top, bottom, side, side. And that should hold our white stars. So I'm going to start in the middle. And keep on going. So ladies, I have a Facebook page. It's called Diane Tuggle at the Happy Scrapbooker, and it is a private Facebook group, and I use it like a blog. And I had a contest last month, and the winner got a stamp and die set, Impressions of Bloom stamp and die set. So what they had to do was make a spring themed fun fold card using Stampin' Up! Products. And I had like 19 people enter, and the winner, her name is Kathy Bird. She was so excited, and I really appreciate everybody entering. And for everybody that entered, I sent them a package of Stampin' Dimensionals just for going to the trouble. So that was nice. It was nice for them. It was nice for me. And I'm trying to grow my Facebook page. So I'm going to make some loopy things, and I'm going to stick it down on here with some glue dots. So let's get 3 glue dots. Stick off there. Two, 3. Let's see if we can get that in there. I love how this ribbon frays. It's really cool. Okay, press it into the glue dots. And I have the other side of it is right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use both of them this time. Yeah, I think it needs one more loop, so we'll just add a couple more glue dots here. One there. Oh, my finger. And one over here. And I'll try to make another loop, and I'm just going to cut that extra off of there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put our happy birthday on there. I think I'm going to put it kind of straight. And I'm going to do that with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm just going to cover the back of it pretty good. Whoops, don't want to stick to that. Okay. Okay, we're going to stick him kind of. So we might stick him at an angle this time. That one's straight. This one's at an angle. This one's at an angle. They're all different. Okay, now we need to decorate that. So I'm going to put 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 more stars there. Okay, the blue one, overlap a red one, and a gold one down here, and then a red one, overlap a blue one, and a gold one, whoops, up here. Can you see that? I think the gold adds a lot to it. And then I'm going to sprinkle 3 more red, blue, and another blue one. There we go. Get off my finger. There we go. So on this, I've got this scrap of banner left. And I'm just going to jazz up the inside of the card just a little bit with that. And maybe a gold star. Yep. There we go. So which one do you like the best? This one and this embossing folder is not the same. It's a close to my heart one that I had in my stash before I realized I could use my corrugated one. So this was my first sample, and my second and my third. So I hope you will join my Facebook page, and if you could give my video a like and a share, and please subscribe to my channel. It helps me to grow, helps me to be able to do this, and I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget your veterans. Have a great day.